Stop playing with
So
him.
so that
Go
brings
ahead.
me here. Did you see Drink Champs with Pharrell on there?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch
All
it
right,
yet.
so let me tell you. So I caught a little clip of it. I haven't watched the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Nori and the whole Drink Champs squad.
Mm-hmm.
Pharrell, love that show. So Pharrell's on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got a bit with him talking about, and we're gonna go somewhere with this.
Okay.
He said, "Yo," Pharrell said, "Listen, everybody plays a part and plays a role in this thing. I know my role. I know my part. You come to me and tell me something and you doing this, I'm like, yo, don't do that because I'm snitching." Pharrell, like, yo, I'm snitching. I'm not me. That's not me. I'm not the thug. I'm not that guy. Everybody's a different guy. I'm the guy I'm
Making the music.
snitching. I'm out. I'm snitching. He said they was at the Hit Factory,
Mm-hmm.
I think in Miami in the hood. And he said some shooting in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess some girl came to like, yeah, I'm about to go. I'm about to leave. They're shooting in the parking lot. He like, yeah, what you mean you about to leave? He said, you think an Uber gonna pull up and get you in the middle of all this shooting? He said, yo, I'm staying here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying here. I got the feds on hot dog. No, Pharrell kept it as real as possible. He's like, yo, I'm snitching. He said, everybody has a role. Those that are gangster and they do that, that's their role.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm the guy that's going to snitch. So if you want to do something, don't tell me.
Right.
Because if you tell me, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to snitch and say, hey, I told you don't tell me I'm snitch. Yo,
Don't live by those
Pharrell
rules.
had me holler.
You don't live by those rules.
Yeah. So when it comes, that's what Dory said. Yeah, hey, you civilian, you don't live by those rules.
Yep.
So it goes to this, because we had this conversation before.
We have.
So when it goes to rules, right? And let's break it down a little bit deeper, because this is how me and you went, right?
Yep. Because we had this was 6ix9ine conversation.
Yeah. So we're going to go somewhere different with it. It's not, we're going to pass that little surface snitching.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bust down the definition of snitching.
Mm-hmm.
Because we feel that a lot of people have it misunderstood what snitching is. And they've redefined it. Some people have redefined what snitching is.
Yep.
So my understanding, the way I grew up and the way I was raised, snitching is when you're engaged in a crime that you get caught for, and to get lesser time or no time, you're snitching or ratting out or telling on your Cody or another person that was engaged in a crime to get less time. That's what I've always knew snitching to be. But it seems like times have changed, and what they did was somewhat empower that word to mean that if you're telling
Talking to the police, period. About anything.
about anything, that you're snitching.
Yep.
You could be a civilian on the street. Miss Barbara could see this kid, Bobby Mitchell, shoot the little girl, Sarah. If she tells the police, then she's snitching. That's not snitching. I don't even think it's snitching if let's say, let's go somewhere different. Let's take it from an old lady. Let's say,
I got one.
yeah.
I got one. You get caught
Yep.
doing some dirt,
Mm-hmm.
and you inform the police about another situation that have nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah.
That's snitching. Right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. That's snitching.
Okay.
Snitching out the gate.
So
Anytime that you are benefiting from telling on somebody, to me, is
what
what
if you
snitching.
weren't?
That's
What
where
if
I'm
you're
going.
somebody who so what if
That's
you're
where I was
somebody
gonna go.
what if you're somebody in life where, like, yo, you out here in these streets,
Mhm.
and that same scenario, you
Yep.
saw Bobby shoot John,
Yep.
right, trying to break into his house, and then you tell the police.
Yep.
Is that
Yeah.
snitching?
So that's where I was going to go with it.
Okay.
Perfect example. And I give you one. I give you a true story.
Okay.
Cousin Bub,
Yep.
God rest his soul.
Yep.
Cousin Bub got shot, right? He got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else got shot at the same time, right? My man Chuck. Go to court. Now, they were together when the person shot. They both got shot. My cousin passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go to court and say that, yeah, that the guy shot me and he shot my man.
Mm-hmm.
Is that snitching? He wasn't being charged with a crime at the time. He didn't do anything wrong at the time. Regardless if he's in the street and whatever this and third here, whatever might be allegedly a story behind him, is that snitching? This when it becomes, do we keep it real? Why do you call it snitching?
It's snitching because
why?
If you are in that life and you are telling on somebody else, that's what it is. Did I say anything that was wrong with
I disagree.
I didn't put a caveat on it to say whether or not there was something wrong with that.
I disagree.
I just said
I disagree.
You got to,
and not saying that's anything that I would do. I'm just telling you the definition. I disagree because I look at it this way.
Based on the definition that you gave.
Yeah, so I disagree because to me, my definition, once again, my definition is you are informing on somebody to get lesser time. So in that situation, he wasn't snitching to me.
So
he wasn't informing on nobody to get no lesser time.
So is this?
He was no more than just innocent bystander at that time.
But that's the same situation as It's the same situation.
Make sure you guys put in the comments what your thoughts in regards to snitching.
Yeah, that's the same situation with what's the name that died? Nipsey and his boy.
What happened? I didn't even know.
Same thing.
Somebody else was there.
He got on the stand to say who did it.
Yeah,
and they said he was a snitch.
See, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're changing it up. Now, this is my. Let me tell you. Now, this is what I do believe. I do believe that it is not honorable when you live in a certain lifestyle and you're involved in that and you part of that and that's where you come from. That's why I said, yeah, I wouldn't do it because I do believe that when you're involved in there and you move in that particular way, whether right or wrong, you handle things and you move a particular way in there.
I think that's why people call
correct.
In that scenario, that's why they would say.
But
I ain't mad. I can't say that I'm mad at that.
But I'm saying that to me, I think is you can say, dang how you handle it, versus saying he's snitching. To me, that's not snitching. That's just not how you handle it. To me, there's two different things there. You handle it differently when you're from that lifestyle. You're bred that particular way. You're engaging in those type of things there. You're moving in a particular direction.
Right.
You handle things a particular way.
And if you're not, there's okay, so that's the part that
but that's why I think it's.
Yeah, but that's the part that I'm talking about. If you're not living that life, say I'm not living that life, but my man is, and it happens to him, and I got to get on the stand and say like, yo, okay, that's something totally different. But if I'm in a life just the same as him, I can understand why somebody would call me a snitch.
Yeah,
I understand that. No, because that's not. It's not the just to your point. It may not be the way that you're supposed to handle it.
Correct.
If that's the life you live in, but I can't tell you wrong for calling him a snitch if that's the code y'all live by.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think the word is being used correctly. I don't think by definition he's a snitch. Okay. Now you might look at him as being, yo, we can't mess with him. Why? Because he ain't about this life, or he whatever. He did some unhonorable stuff, and he ain't living in a code. I call it you ain't living by the street code. Mm-hmm. That's what I call it. He ain't living by the street code. But I don't call it snitching, because from what I've known it to be, snitching is telling on somebody to get lesser time.
I get it.
So that's all. So y'all,
I get it.
Put in the comments what your definition of snitching is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely changed over the years.
Yeah, and that's what I think. I think it evolved.
I think it has evolved, but again, I think it evolves with however the lifestyle evolves as well. Especially with a gang lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
You think about LA. LA is like if you are a gang affiliated while committing a crime, they tack on more time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They tacking on more time.
Yeah, you getting ahead with that old Rico.
So now if
that's everywhere. That's everywhere.
Right, but my point being is because of that, and I'm not even talking about Rico. I'm just saying being knowing
just gang affiliated.
You're gang affiliated. You get more time.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So knowing that, now it's like, yo, you in that lifestyle, and you whether you just snitching on somebody, like okay, I'll give you another example. Belly, right?
Classic hood movie for those that haven't seen it.
Sincere,
DMX.
Sincere, DMX and
Premier.
Tommy and Sincere, Nas and DMX, they rolling through the hood. Where were they at? Cincinnati or whatever it is. My man, you know what I'm saying? My man from South Central, not
Banana?
South Central,
Yeah,
whatever.
Dime on them niggas.
Right. He not snitching?
Yeah. Huh?
He not snitching? He wasn't. He
Oh, that was a
wasn't
good
in
one.
He wasn't in a situation where he's looking for less time.
He dropped a dime on him. Okay.
That's like
Hold
that's
up.
kind of where it is. That's like
He was ratting. There we go. It's ratting. That's the definition.
okay.
If you saying something and you not
Okay.
involved, you're ratting.
Okay.
I'm separating the two.
Okay.
Ratting is when you just up there.
I
You
don't
snitching?
Think, I think there's plenty of people who ain't. They not.
They rats. They rats
just-
out here because
they
the rats
putting
is out there. They just running around scrambling.
Hey,
Anybody that tells on a crime and you want to, and it ain't got nothing to do with you and it ain't for less of time, you just
what they
talking
call
to
it
talk.
in England?
You out there
Grass?
ratting,
Ain't got no time for no grasses
probably.
because they snakes in the grass. They
so-
just say short for grasses.